I lived your life. I get it. I went to the gym all the time, barely made progress. I did everything wrong, guys. This is how I know what I know now. But until somebody opens your eyes to the reality of novice purgatory, you just keep taking steps closer to lifting hell. Chest up, shoulders back. Welcome to Revival Fitness, everybody. Your home for gains and brains. When you fail to combine gains and brains, you stay stuck in novice purgatory forever. And that's what we're going to talk about today. 5 signs you are stuck in novice purgatory, like so many lifters are, but fail to realize. If you're not familiar with the term purgatory, I grew up Catholic. Here's how it was explained to me. Essentially, between the levels of heaven and hell, there is purgatory. Purgatory is closer to hell, but essentially the people there have to do just enough work to keep avoiding hell, even though they ultimately do belong in hell. And that's what purgatory is for lifters in the gym. You're making just enough progress to keep going. You're just enough motivated. You're making itty-bitty little PRs and itty-bitty little progress every now and then. But in the grand scheme of things, you're not making any serious gains. And novice purgatory, as counterintuitive as it sounds, this is where I would estimate 90% of the average commercial gym populace stay for their entire training careers. Even people that have been lifting for 20, 30, 40 years, they're still oftentimes stuck in novice purgatory. They literally never leave the gains and the mindset aspect of a novice in the gym, even though they've been in the gym for their entire adult life. So the question then is, why do people stay stuck in novice purgatory for so long? The first option would be they simply don't care about training that much. And you can't get mad at people for this. I know it's hard to comprehend this as dedicated, passionate lifters, guys, but the average person does not enjoy exercising, let alone wish to devote significant amounts of time and money and resources to it. They simply want to go to the gym so they can stay at a healthy weight, avoid major health problems, keep their cardio condition up a bit, stay healthy as they get older. That's all they care about. That's why they would stay stuck in novice purgatory. They just want to go in and feel the burn and feel good and burn some calories and get out. That's fine. More power to those people. But if you're watching here, or you're watching YouTube fitness, Instagram fitness, social media fitness in general, you're watching bodybuilders and powerlifters and influencers, you want serious gains. If you genuinely want to be big and strong and lift impressive numbers and have an impressive physique, but you're still stuck in novice purgatory, you're there because you have fallen for the industry's predatory marketing. You have been spoon-fed lies by the toxic swamp that is the fitness industry, and you've continued to buy them. And to be fair, there is quite literally an endless supply of bullshit in the fitness industry. I tell you guys all the time, I wasted nearly 3 years when I was a novice. How do you guys think I know about this shit? Okay? I wasted a lot of time in novice purgatory myself, falling for this same stuff. Oh, you're gonna get big and strong and ripped all at the same time. You're gonna get these huge muscles if you just squeeze and contract and isolate and time under tension. All these common myths and lies that we're gonna talk about in this video, you fall for those lies and those marketing gimmicks, and it takes you however long it takes you to finally discover you've been doing it wrong the entire time. But until you discover that, until you reach your barbell supremacist phase on the 3 stages of lifting mindset, until you get to that stage, you're going to remain small and underwhelming forever unless you get out of this. Since you found me, I'm going to help you out of this.
On your feet, soldier! We are leaving!
So if you are a novice, if you're new to the gym or you've been in the gym for a year or so and you're still barely anywhere, you need to listen to me. The entire purpose of the novice phase is to finish the novice phase. That's it. It's a means to an end. It is to make rapid progress in a rapid time frame with considerable amounts of weight to build your base, milk out your beginner gains, and get on with your life. Clueless fanboys in this space have a hard time understanding and realizing this, but if you eat and train correctly from day one in the gym, you are going to make half or more of your lifetime muscle gains and strength gains in the first year or so in the gym. People who are really genetically gifted, if they do things right off jump, they can make insane progress in only 6 months. If you're less genetically advantaged, maybe a bit longer, but the point stands in roughly a year, up to 2 years once you kind of sort everything out with your training, you are going to make the vast majority of your lifetime muscle and strength gains, at least naturally, in the first 1 to 2 years. It's really that simple, guys. Because again, the newer you are to anything, the more rapid progress you can make. This is basic stuff here. It doesn't matter what activity you're talking about. The novice phase is not meant to be this endless marathon where you have to buy all these novice programs over and over and try all these diets and stuff. You're supposed to get the novice phase done in a year or so. That's it. You should be hitting, as a healthy young man, give or take, the 2-plate bench, 315 squat, 405 deadlift, approximately. Now, I know guys are going to come in here who are 5 foot tall and have medical conditions. I can't do that. I know you can't. But for the average guy, and most people are average on the bell curve, guys, right? If you have to go on PEDs, guys, as a 20-year-old to hit a 3-plate squat or a 400 deadlift or a 225 bench, you're a novice purgatory bad. So with that said, let's jump into the first sign that you're stuck in novice purgatory. Stagnant weight. Now I know, if you're new to this channel, you're very scared of gaining weight because you've been told over and over for months and years that you're going to be able to somehow recomp, build muscle and lose fat at the same time at maximum capacities. You're going to be able to get this shredded six-pack and get these big defined ripped and strong muscles. No, you are not. You are not going to be able to build the muscle mass. Again, remember the time frame. In a rapid time frame, you're not going to be able to build substantial muscle mass eating maintenance calories or deficit calories unless you are overweight or obese to begin with. I know you watching now. I can see through this camera. I know who I'm talking to, cowboy. You're skinny. You're a spaghetti noodle. You're 5'10", 6 foot, 140, 150. You're a human twig, dude. You have to eat food to accumulate the muscle mass you want on your body. I've said this before, guys. If you're 2-3 years into the lifting game and you're still wearing small size shirts, novice purgatory. You're screwed, dude. You've been wasting so much time. I mean, it's better now than never, right? But you got to start eating in a calorie surplus, getting the compound lifts down, but fundamentally, eat more food, man. If your scale, I know people say don't focus on the scale, and I understand that. But again, guys, if you're serious about progress in the gym, size and strength, if you start lifting at 150 pounds and it's been 12 months and you're 151 pounds, you're doing this all wrong, dude. Now I know you're scared to do this because you have ab anxiety. You're attached to having a thin waistline and visible abs because you think girls are never going to talk to you without abs, and you're not going to be able to go to the beach, take your shirt off without abs. If that's the case for you guys, I mean this genuinely. If you're really that scared to take your shirt off without abs, if you think you cannot meet women or meet whoever you want to meet without a shredded six-pack, you probably need a therapist. I'm being totally serious, dude, because you have total body dysmorphia and you need to fix it. You believe that gym progress is innately tied to having shredded abs, which is a lie. It's another marketing myth you've fallen for. And I can't go on the whole tangent again like I normally do, guys, but just know this. If you are scared of gaining weight and you're skinny now, you will be a novice forever. Sign number 2, you're stuck in novice purgatory. Slow progress. And this is something, again, a lot of the clueless fanboys, because they've never learned how to actually train correctly, they think it's normal. Like, they've been in the gym for 6 months and have only added 15 pounds to their squat and their bench press. And then you tell them you can add 15 pounds in 2 or 3 weeks if you do things correctly. It blows their mind. They don't understand it. But that's the reality of the novice phase, like I said, guys. You should be making rapid strength progress on all your lifts. I mean, think about this logically, guys. It's the law of diminishing returns. If you get to, say, a 300 natural lifetime bench press, and it takes you 6 or 7 years to do that, within the first year or 2 of your training, you should be benching upwards of 200 pounds, if not 225 pounds. That means you've gained more than 2/3 of your 300 bench in 1/3 of the time it took you to get there. As a novice, there is never again going to be a point in your training career where you can add weight to multiple exercises at a time as rapidly as you can now. But like I said, because so many people fall for this maingaining bullshit and the recompositioning stuff, they make snail's pace progress. They make progress at the same speed as somebody who's been lifting for 4 or 5 years as a novice. That is unacceptable, guys. You should be adding +5 or +10 to your biggest lifts every week as a novice. The more experienced you get at any activity, the slower your progress is inherently. And the same goes for the gym. The stronger you get at an exercise, the slower you're going to be able to progress on it indefinitely. If such steady progress as you get in the novice phase was possible forever, people would be out here deadlifting 5,000 pounds. Like, you'd be able to add weight for the rest of your life, but that's not possible. Once most people get to around the 275, 315 bench, 4-plate squat, 4.5, 5-plate deadlift for most genetically average naturals, your progress is going to grind to an absolute halt. So if you've been in the gym for a year now, even up to 2 or 3 years, and you're still making snail's pace progress, you still haven't benched 200 pounds cleanly, you've been conned. That's just a shame, isn't it? But before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, it's the algorithm. Now, sign number 3, you are in novice purgatory. You live in the gym. And this is one of the most common myths that beginners fall for. I fell for it myself, and even the average commercial gym schmuck who doesn't even take training that seriously, a lot of them still fall for this. You'll see people in the gym, guys, in your average commercial gym, they'll go in there for an hour or 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. They never make any progress. Think about your own gym again. It is so common for packs of young men to be in the gym 3-4 hours at a time, 7 days a week. If the gym is open, they're in the gym, right? They look no different after a year, after 2 years. Why? They're stuck in novice purgatory. They think you have to go to the gym all the time, play hopscotch on every machine. You got to get the sick, crazy pump that never goes away. You can't leave until you hit every single exercise in the place, right? All this kind of classic bodybuilding nonsense. People still fall for that, guys. So these people will go in the gym. They're already under eating. They're not recovering properly. They have excessive volume, especially for their experience level. Then they wonder why they don't grow. It's literally not possible to grow in that scenario. As a beginner, spending more than, I would say, 6 or so hours a week in the gym is not necessary. And 6 might even be a lot if you don't count for like waiting for equipment. And think about this too, guys, from just a practical standpoint. If you don't need to be in the gym all the time, why would you be in the gym all the time? I know a lot of you guys are young and you do nothing but go to school and play Xbox or whatever, but seriously, you can spend all that time in the gym doing all your junk volume, all your useless, mindless pump exercises, just sitting there in the machines all day. You could take all that time and put it into getting better grades, learning a new skill. But regardless, guys, stop wasting all this time in the gym. If you're in the gym and you're doing 5 or more exercises for a body part, okay? If you're in the gym for 3-4 hours at a time, you're not training hard enough, man. I can tell you that much. Like, if you train legitimately hard with legit exercises, good range of motion, consistent form, relatively heavy weight, by the 3rd or 4th exercise of a full body day or even a body part split, an upper lower or something, you're going to be exhausted. Okay, when you see these guys who are in the gym and still going after 3-4 hours, all that tells me is they don't train hard. I know this too because I lived it myself. There are guys in the gym who are novices, right? 3 to 4 hours a week in the gym, and they make immense progress in a short time frame. Compare that to the pack of clueless internet fanboys who are in the gym 7 days a week, 4 hours at a time. Oh, time under tension, bro, constant tension. You gotta squeeze and contract. You gotta do a million exercises to get the super crazy pump. If you're on a bunch of PEDs, yeah, that might work. If you're genuinely natural, good luck. I can tell you myself, guys, as a late intermediate going into advanced lifter myself, I still only spend about probably 8 or so hours in the gym per week. Nothing more than 10. And I know you want to stay in the gym for hours because every time you're going to leave, another cute girl walks in and you got to go on the machine by her and try to shoot your shot awkwardly. If you're going to talk to her, then just talk to her. If not, then go home, dude. Moving on. Sign number 4, you're in novice purgatory. You're obsessed with special techniques and diet hacks and training tips. And this relates back to the prior point, guys. The fitness industry is a toxic cesspool of limitless marketing lies and deceit. And that's exactly what this is. Because you go on YouTube or on any social media, back in the day it was in the magazines, it's all the same stuff. Take this one supplement to get insane muscle gains. Take this one protein shake to get 80% more protein synthesis. Do this one drop set, superset technique to get insane amounts of growth, right? Do this one exercise or one machine. Here's the number for the machine to buy, right? It's marketing, fundamentally. But people who are in the novice purgatory phase, because they don't know how to genuinely train yet, they think that all these IFBB pros and these influencers and other people, a lot of them who are fake natties too, right? They think they just have this secret technique they use because that's how they got so big or that's how they got so strong. That is not the case, guys. When you're stuck in novice purgatory, you get all of your information from hustlers, supplement companies, workout machine companies, all these people whose primary objective is to sell you. They're more concerned with marketing and selling to you than actually instructing or teaching you. A foundational part of a successful novice phase is learning the basics. And part of learning the basics is also learning that there are no shortcuts. There is no way to motivate yourself into a 225 bench. There's no way to technique your way into a deadlift you're not strong enough to deadlift. There's no way to just do a few special exercises for 3 months or do some crazy 8-week program and build a bunch of muscle in your problem area. It takes time, consistency, and effort long term. It's essentially discipline, that's all it is. But when you're a clueless beginner especially, you don't know how to understand or decipher marketing and obvious lies because you don't know any better, you will get hooked in by these people all the time. And they make it look really good too, right? There's always some ripped up model, more than likely a fake natural. Oh, I've been natural my whole life, 230 pounds shredded, 40 years old. Yeah, I'm totally natural, dude. You're like, well, that's amazing. He's gonna sell you tons of stuff, dude. And he's just gonna keep raking in your money, laughing all the way to the bank. And by the way, I am not saying that your favorite influencer is a bad person for selling a program or having a supplement line or something. What I'm saying is if they market their results and their success from the supplements, especially these guys, right, who jump on PEDs, make insane transformations in short time frames, then say, oh, it was because of this food I sell, or this supplement I sell, or this workout program I charge this much for. Buy my program to get the secret, right? That's a bunch of crap. And if you fall for that over and over like so many people do, that's essentially what keeps the fitness industry turning. It's a bunch of people on steroids who say they're not on steroids, who sell impressionable beginners that they're going to get as big as them if they take whatever supplement they have an affiliate code for. A different training technique or training style can definitely give you a boost if you try it out and enjoy it. Certain supplements can give you an edge in recovery, but fundamentally, guys, you cannot outwork not working. You see what I mean? There's no magic formula. Even if you do PEDs, guys, you still got to master the basics unless you want to just rely on those for your results for your entire life. There is no magic 8-week, 12-week program, no magic protein powder, testosterone, BCEAs, whatever people are selling now. That stuff is going to give you a tiny edge if it's anything more than a placebo. But fundamentally, if you do not have the basics mastered, if you do not master the novice phase, like we've been saying, you're going to struggle and flounder in the gym forever. So if you think that there's a magic solution to your problems, you need to go back to square one. And finally, the final stage that you're stuck in novice purgatory, you're still watching this video. Now this is kind of tongue-in-cheek, guys, but I'm being serious here. If you've been watching up to this point and you're resonating with what I'm saying, you're kind of nodding your head like, yeah, that actually is true. If you're still here and agreeing with me, you are in novice purgatory. I'm trying to help you. Get out while you still can, brother. Whoever you watch right now, whether it's Athlete X, Greg Doucette, some Gymshark influencer, some IFBB pro, and I'm not saying that everybody who's big and jacked or famous is automatically dumb, guys, but a lot of them are dumb, and more importantly, a lot of them are lying to you, okay? So if you're resonating with what I'm saying here, the current people you follow and take advice from, you should probably cut them out. Because what they're telling you to do evidently is not working. And I lived through it. I know it. I know who I'm talking to here, man. I lived your life. I get it. I went to the gym all the time, barely made progress. I ate good foods all the time, still couldn't build muscle mass. I wasn't eating enough. I wasn't training properly. I did everything wrong, guys. This is how I know what I know now. But until somebody opens your eyes to the reality of novice purgatory, you just keep taking steps closer to lifting hell. So if this is all holding true for you, and you're ready to actually start making legit progress in a reasonable time frame, welcome to the team, dude. This is the Chest Hair Gang, and here we make legit progress without the bullshit. I'll see you on the other side.